Hi, my name is Thomas Hook. I'm a writing candidate for New Mexico's 3rd Congressional District. I am seeking this position because, as an American, as a father, as a veteran, I have had it with our government. The first thing I've had it with was immigration. Not done. They rammed Obamacare down our throats. Remember the Louisiana Purchase, the Cornhusker kickback, but no time for immigration. But the Democrats did have time to implement Operation Fast and Furious, sending 2,500 assault weapons across the Mexican border to the drug cartels, which resulted in 300 Mexican citizens killed. And U.S. law enforcement agents Brian Terry and Jamie Zapata were also killed. When a vote was held, the Democrats walked out of the vote claiming any criticism against the Attorney General Eric Holder was racist. So they walked out of the vote to hold him in contempt of Congress. And guess what, my fellow Americans? No one has ever been held accountable for the decisions made for Operation Fast and Furious. Also, Fast and Furious weapons help clear a path to create the crisis on the border. And all those kids, almost 70 to 90,000 of them that showed up at the border, or Border Patrol agents were changing diapers while terrorists were crossing the border. But our government had the time, the money, and the logistics to fly these kids to even Hawaii. But we don't have the money to take care of our own homeless veterans. My fellow Americans, that's the wrong answer. And the media in the United States and New Mexico stayed silent about immigration being punted, Operation Fast and Furious, Benghazi, Libya, where our ambassador and 4 brave Americans were killed. Not only was our ambassador killed, he was sexually assaulted with an object because he was gay. No outrage from the media. No outrage from the LGBT community demanding to find out who outed him. The only outrage from the LGBT leadership was focused on someone who wouldn't bake him a cake. My fellow Americans who are gay, do these people really represent you as an individual? This election is very important. We need to be united as Americans. There was no outrage from Hollywood, no tweets from Hollywood on any of these tragedies. Nothing. The Democrats were more outraged and concerned about the name of an NFL football team. The only time the Democrats and the media were ever outraged this past year was over Bridgegate. A couple of lanes closed on the George Washington Bridge. That warranted more media coverage than Operation Fast and Furious, Benghazi, Libya, the IRS, the VA scandals, and the $800+ billion spent on shovel-ready that did not bring water to New Mexico or produce any long-term jobs. A traffic jam trumps the real scandals. That's the media in America today. My fellow Americans, I would also like to remind you that the Democrats are the party of slavery, segregation, Jim Crow laws, and the KKK. That's who they really are. They did nothing for us. Elect me and I will champion immigration reform. First thing. I also have a plan to bring water to all the drought areas of the United States. These projects alone will create thousands of construction jobs. Military veterans will be at the top of the shovel-ready hiring list. And all Americans that are hired will receive on-the-job training at an actual job site. Classroom training will also be provided. And getting paid At a minimum, $10.10 an hour. Skilled workers will, of course, be paid more. And advancement training will be provided for all. There's going to be a lot of jobs. Those nonviolent New Mexicans locked up for illegal activity, I will provide and recommend that you be provided training at the lockup facility and possible transportation to job sites. You'll be getting paid $10.10 an hour with advancement opportunities upon release from jail. That's a good path. A real job bringing real income. These are long-term projects. They're going to last years. We can plan our man-made lakes, control the flow of water, create magnificent waterfalls, and name our picnic areas after our fallen heroes. We can go green, but through a different path. A path that creates thousands of construction jobs. A path that saves endangered species at the same time. We can construct hydroelectric plants, since we're bringing water here anyway. And what does that equal? More jobs. And when the cost of energy is low, job opportunities increase. And the cost of living goes down, and our quality of life goes up. Especially for those on a fixed income. It's that simple. And in New Mexico, we have a lot of rail lines here. We need to encourage manufacturing companies to invest here and make their products here in the great state of New Mexico. More jobs. I have a vision and a plan. What is our current congressman? What's his plan? Mr. Lujan. Here's what his plan is. Do what Nancy Pelosi tells him, like he did for the past 6 years. And then the Republican candidate, Jeff Byrd, couldn't handle questions at the League of Women Voters Forum and walked out. Really? Leaders hang out and take it to where it needs to go. Answer every question. Walk into the lion's den and deal with whatever issues are bothering their fellow Americans. I will go in the lion's den and I will talk to everybody and anybody to get New Mexico working. Economic growth has not happened under the Democrats' 60 years of controlling New Mexico. 60 years, folks. It's time to go. And the solution? Vote every Democrat out of office, especially Representative Lujan and Senator Udall. Again, my name is Thomas Hook. I am laying it on the line because I care about New Mexico, the people in New Mexico. We can create a better quality of life this election by voting every one of them out. I'm a write-in candidate. Please vote for me. Thank you.